Hey there, welcome to this Psycho-education channel. In this conversation, we will explore how the emotions of young people are shaped by their lived experiences. It is amazing how the environment can affect your emotional processes. This conversation will be more focused on social media. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Adolescents are at a stage where they're forming their identities and they're incredibly impressionable. The media they consume, the conversations they overhear, and the interactions they have at school or online all play a huge role in their emotional development. It is a period where one can identify oneself and tends to be very easily influenced as they are in the stage of being an adolescent. Between the media they ingest, words they overhear or conversations at school and online, and their everyday interactions, children are deeply impacted emotionally. Their low self-esteem and anxiety makes perfect sense when you realize this. Over social media in particular, it looks like images and messages are bombarded at them. Social media is a big one. Young people are bombarded with the best versions of other people's lives, which can lead to unrealistic comparisons. They might feel like they're not measuring up, which can cause anxiety, depression, or feelings of inadequacy. A teacher once mentioned this is very commonplace among their students. Stress of looking a certain way or having certain experiences is some of the things that put pressure on them. It is clear that all this affects self-esteem. Even the music they listen to can have an impact on their mood. Music is the most powerful way for us to express our emotions, but it can magnify anything we are feeling as well. For instance, a teenager going through a tough time might gravitate towards music that resonates with their feelings of sadness or anger, which can sometimes deepen those emotions. Isn't it a bit of a cycle? Their feelings are influenced by their surroundings, and their feelings in turn shape the things they look for in their surroundings. For this reason, it's critical to give teenagers supportive environments and role models and environments that encourage healthy emotional development. It is not solely about protecting them from negative influences. It is also about providing them with the resources to process and manage what they are exposed to. So what then can we do to support them in navigating this as parents, guardians, and educators? Clear and honest communication is essential. Teens must believe that discussing their feelings with others won't be judged. In order to help children better assess the signals they are receiving from their surroundings, we should support them in expressing their emotions and assist them in growing as critical thinkers, and perhaps even educate them to seek out positive influences to counterbalance the negative, such as encouraging material or people who are there for them. Encouraging children to make decisions that promote their emotional well-being rather than trying to control what they see and hear is the aim. A major step in that direction is to assist them in realizing how their surroundings affect their feelings. They are going through a difficult moment, but they may learn how to deal with it in a healthy way if they have the correct assistance. And that's where this channel comes in, helping them understand their emotions and providing the tools to effectively regulate them while guiding them through the highs and lows. How can we help adolescents? In today's world, adolescents are subject to a significant amount of influence from social media, which can have both positive and negative consequences on their mental and emotional well-being. One of the most important things for their growth and mental health is to learn how to manage the harmful effects of social media. An examination of the ways in which adolescents can effectively regulate these sentiments is presented here. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. How we can help. Step 1. Awareness and education. Understanding the influence. It is important for adolescents to be aware of the ways in which social media can influence their feelings and their sense of belonging in the world. Among these is the realization that the stuff people encounter on the internet, particularly the photographs and posts that depict perfect lives, is frequently curated and does not accurately reflect the world as it actually exists. Education about how to critically analyze the content that adolescents consume on social media can assist them in distinguishing between what is true and what is exaggerated or misleading. This is referred to as media literacy. With this understanding, the impact of negative comparisons can be reduced at times. Step 2. Establishing boundaries. Limiting screen time. It is important to encourage adolescents to establish boundaries around the amount of time they spend on social media. This can ensure that individuals are not subjected to an excessive amount of bad content and lessen the likelihood of establishing undesirable behaviors such as compulsive scrolling. Establishing tech-free zones. Creating times or places where there is no access to social media, such as before bedtime or during meals, might assist teens in disconnecting from their devices and concentrating on interactions that take place in the real world. Step 3. Curating their feed. Following positive accounts. It is important to encourage adolescents to follow accounts that share positive messages, support mental health, and stimulate personal development. It is possible to contribute to the creation of a more positive and healthy online environment by unfollowing or deactivating accounts that are causing anguish or negative self-comparisons. Participating in positive groups. Being a part of social media groups that share their interests or values can provide a sense of belonging and support, which can help counterbalance the effects of negative influences. Step 4. Making a habit of practicing self-compassion and mindfulness. Utilization with mindfulness. Adolescents can learn to recognize when it is appropriate to take a break or modify their behaviors by practicing mindfulness on how their use of social media affects their feelings. As part of this process, individuals should check in with themselves emotionally after engaging with social media. Compassion for oneself. When teenagers are experiencing unpleasant feelings related to social media, it might be helpful to encourage them to be kind to themselves and to practice self-compassion. It is important for them to realize that it is natural to experience feelings of depression on occasion, and that these emotions do not determine their value. Step 5. Establishing relationships and interests outside of the online world. Participating in hobbies and activities that are not related to social media might offer adolescents a sense of accomplishment and self-worth that isn't dependent on the reinforcement they receive online. Building strong, supportive relationships in the real world might help teens feel more comfortable and less dependent on social media for validation. This can be accomplished by strengthening real-life connections. One way to accomplish this is by increasing the amount of time spent with family, friends, or community groups. Step 6. Seeking support. Teenagers should be encouraged to talk about their feelings with someone they trust, whether it be a parent, a teacher, or a therapist. This is the 6th step in the process of seeking support and talking about feelings. One way to assist them in processing their feelings and gaining perspective is through open discussion. If you are experiencing substantial distress as a result of social media, it may be good to seek assistance from a mental health professional. This expert may provide ways to help you manage with the negative influence of social media and work on building resilience. Step 7. Being a model of healthy behavior. Parents and guardians have the ability to demonstrate healthy behavior when using social media and to talk about their personal experiences with negative content discovered online. Creating an open communication and reinforcing positive behaviors can be accomplished through this. Adolescents can also be encouraged to positively influence their peers by advocating good social media practices and supporting each other in controlling the negative impacts of social media. This is referred to as peer influence. Step 8. Detoxing from social media. Taking breaks from social media on a regular basis will assist teens in resetting their emotions and enhancing their ability to cope with stress. Taking a day off every week or participating in a digital detox for a longer length of time are both suitable options for accomplishing this goal. It is possible for teens to better handle the negative influence of social media and create a healthier relationship with it if they put these strategies into practice. Because of this, it is possible that one's mental health will improve and that one will have more pleasant social connections, both online and offline. Please subscribe for more.